Now I hope that you have created a program to go on a plane and see birds. This is something that needs to be done by putting some thought to it. Because I have asked you to move the plane to a different direction. First, click on Start Project button. When the site loads, click on the How It Works button. If you are a mobile phone user, turn on rotation and keep the mobile phone horizontally. Now you have entered the Sprite Lab. Next, click on the Remix button. Now, click on Rename. From here, you can change the name of your project and name it as Aeroplane Ride. Now, click the Save button here. You are now ready to start the project. Already, we have the background and the sprites of the plane. Now, let's create the command to move the plane 50 pixels to the east direction when we press the right arrow key. I clicked on Events. Now drag the When Up Pressed block to the workspace. Click on the small arrow and choose Right. Next, I clicked on Sprites. Now drag the Move 10 pixels North block and place it below the When Right Pressed block. Now click this small arrow and select this plane. Next, instead of 10, type 50. After that, click this small arrow and choose East. So, once the plane goes to this end in the background should change. We know at this end X is 400. Let's create the command in such a way when X position of the plane is more than 400, the background changes. Earlier, we focused on the condition smaller than 0. So, why is there a difference now? If it is 400 here, beyond that should be 401. So, the background should change as a result. Here we say if the X position is more than 400, the background should change. Otherwise, keep the current background. So, I clicked on Logic. Next, drag the first if block below the Move block. Now let's create the command if the plane's X position is more than 400. I clicked on Sprites. Now we go down like this. Look, here you can see a purple color block called Size. I drag this block like this. Now click this small arrow and select the X position. Now that we are changing the X position of the plane, I clicked on Sprites again and dragged this Sprites block like this. Now, click on this small arrow and select the plane. Here we see the equal sign. We said that if the plane's X position is more than 400, the background needs to be changed. So I clicked on this small arrow and selected this icon. Since we need to say if X position is more than 400, 400 needs to come here. So I clicked on Math. Now drag the block which has 0. Now type 400 here. So here it says if the X position of the plane is more than 400. At that point, we need to change the background. I clicked on World. Now drag the Set Background to block like this. Now click on this small arrow and select the background of a sky. The plane enters the sky from this corner. We know that X is 0 here. So let's set the X position to 0. I will click on Sprites. Now drag the Set Size to block and place it below the Set Background to block like this. Now click this small arrow and select the plane. Now click the small arrow where it says Size and choose the X position. Now here type 0. Now as the plane enters the sky, 20 birds need to start flying around. Flying back and forth is called wandering. Now you know how to create this program to make 20 birds fly back and forth. I click on loops. Now drag the repeat 10 times block like this. Since there are 20 birds, let's put 20 here like this. You know how to add a sprite. So let's add a sprite of a bird. Now click on sprites under blocks. Then drag the make new sprite add block and place it below the repeat 20 times block. We now need to select the correct sprite. First, click on the small arrow in the make new sprite add block. Now select this bird. Now I just drag and delete this yellow part, the location block. Next, I click the button called locations. Now the random location block is dragged and connected to the make new sprite add block like this. That's right, we have 20 birds now. Let's set the size of the birds to 40. I clicked on sprites. Now drag the set size to block and place it below the make new sprite add block. Click on the small arrow and select the bird. Next, type 40 here. Now these birds need to fly everywhere. I clicked on behaviors. Now I will drag the sprite begins block like this. Now click on the small arrow and select the bird. Next, I clicked on behaviors. Drag the wandering block and place it near begins block. Now we are done with our design. Now click the run button, then press the right arrow key until the plane moves to this end. Look, when the plane came to this corner, the background changed, and then the plane came to the left corner. 20 birds are flying at the same time. Now press the right arrow key again until the plane goes to the end of the background. Look, again from the left corner, the plane is visible. Now 40 birds are flying. If we press the right arrow key, this will repeat and the number of birds will increase. I'm sure you talented little ones were able to complete this successfully. Now WhatsApp your designs to me on Note 7681252244. Let's meet again soon through DP Coding School with another interesting lesson. Have a good day.